Hello my dear students, we are doing calculation of deceased partner share of profit. In the previous lecture we did the calculation of deceased partner share of profit on the basis of time. Now in this lecture we will be discussing the calculation of deceased partner share on the basis of sales or turnover. I told you that we won't be able to calculate exact profit of earned by a deceased partner up to the date of death, because the profit will be calculated at the end of accounting year, but we have to calculate the profit up to the date of death, and that date can be any date during the year. So for that we calculate estimated profit. It can be on the basis of time, which we did in the previous lecture, or it can be on the basis of sales. So now the point is, why we have taken this sale as the basis for calculating deceased partner share of profit. The reason is that we prepare sales book on daily basis, so we can easily calculate sales up to the date of death. So the data relating to sales up to date of death is easily available, and moreover what else we will be requiring? We will be requiring last year's sale along with the last year's profit. And here there is an assumption that the profit to sales ratio will remain same in the current year also. So the assumption is that the ratio of profit to sale is same as previous year. It means if profit is 10% of sale, so current year also it will remain 10% of sale. If it is 20% of sale in the previous year, current year also, current year means the year in which death occurred. So in the current year it will remain 20%. So we are assuming that this is very important assumption, that the ratio of profit and sale will remain same. So moreover in this case, this is the required information for this. If this information is not available, so in that case we take the time basis. So let us start. Let us write the formula. So in this case, deceased partners share of profit on the basis of sales will be equal to, I am writing it here, last year's profit divided by last year's sale multiplied by sales up to the date of death. And one more important point, you don't have to multiply the profit which we arrive with the time factor, because we have already taken sales up to the date of death. So sale of alive period we are considering, so we don't have to make the adjustment of months again. So multiplied by, so with this you will be able to get this whole is, if you consider from this to this is firm's profit till the date of death. But we want deceased partner share, so we will multiply this by deceased partner's share of profit. So this way you will be able to calculate deceased partner share of profit. So today we have taken the numerical from T.S. Grewal's book. So let us see the numerical question number 15. So let us see question number 15 first. A, B and C were partners in a firm sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 2:2:1. C died on 30th June 2020 and profit and sale for the year ended 31st March 2020 were 1 lakh and 10 lakh respectively. So here it is clearly specified last year profit as well as last year sale. Sales during April to June 2020 were 1,50,000. You are required to calculate the share of profit of C till the date of death. So here it is clearly mentioned that you are required to calculate deceased partner share on the basis of sales. So let us start. Before starting, let me revise you that you don't have to make the adjustment for time, because we have already taken sales up to the date of death, and moreover this will give us firm's profit. So you have to multiply again this by deceased partner share of profit in order to calculate deceased partner's share. So this is question number 15 of T.S. Greva's book. I am writing the page number also. Page number 7.30. So what are the details which are available to us? Last year's profit and last year's sale. A, B, C are three partners sharing profits in the ratio of 3:2:1, and C died on 30th June 2020, and they have given us last year's profit and last year's sale. Last year profit means profit up till 31st March 2020 is given to us as 1 lakh, rupees 1 lakh, and last year's sales are also given to us as rupees 10 lakhs, and we need current year sale also. The sales up to 30th June. Up to 30th June means from 1st April, from the starting of this accounting year till 30th June 20. This is also 20. This is given to us as rupees 1,50,000. So let us apply the formula. You know the formula. Formula for sales basis is C's share of profit will be equal to last year's profit divided by last year's sales. So this way, this will give you a ratio of profit to sales multiplied by current year's sale up to the date of death. Again, this is to be multiplied by C share. C share is 1/6. So let us calculate. This is 1 lakh and this is 10 lakhs multiplied by current year sales. Current year sales are 1,50,000 and then multiplied by 1/6. So if you solve this, this will be 1,50,000. This is 1/6. Let me check the ratio again. This is 2 is to 2 is to 1. The ratio is 2 is to 2 is to 1. So C's share of profit is 1 upon 5. So this will be 3000. So finally C's profit is 3000, which is based on sales basis. And what will be the journal entry? You know the journal entry, though it is not required in the numerical, but you know this is 5, 1 upon 5. This is C share. So the journal entry will be profit and loss suspense account debit to C's capital account. So I am writing here profit and loss suspense account debit, though it is not required, C's capital account. It will be 3000 and 3000. So let us practice one more numerical. Question number 16. This is also from T.S. Greva's book. Page number 7.30. So let us see what is there in question number 16. In question number 16, Ajay, Bhavna and Shreya were partners sharing profits in the ratio of 2 is to 2 is to 1. On 1st July 2019, Shreya died. The books of accounts were closed on 31st March every year. Sales for the year 1819. 1890 means previous year sales are given to you as 5 lakhs, and that from 1st April to 30th June. So these are the sales of current year up to the date of death, 1,40,000. Rate of profit during that during the past 3 years has been 10% on sales. Since Shreya's legal representative was her only son, who is specially abled, it was decided that the profit for the purpose of settling Shreya's account is to be calculated as 20% on sale. So rate of profit to sale is given to us as 20% in this case. So you are required to calculate Shreya's share of profit till the date of death and pass necessary journal entries for the same. So how this particular numerical is different from the previous one? Though last year sale and profit percentage is given to us, but we'll be taking, they have decided that they will be taking profit percentage of sale, profit percentage on sale for the purpose of share as 20%, and sales up to the date of death, Shreya's death, is also given to you as rupees, means from 1st April to, this is 1st April to 30th June is given to you as 1,40,000, and there are 3 partners. 3 partners are Ajay, Bhavna and Shreya. And who died? Shreya died. And what is their ratio? Ratio is 2 is to 2 is to 1. This is their profit sharing ratio. And Shreya died on 1st July. Shreya died on 1st July. So this is the numerical. So how we need to deal with this? Here we don't require last year sale, because the profit on percentage of sale on sale is given to us as 20%. So we can directly apply this percentage on current year's sale. So here we will be making little modification in the formula Shreya's share of profit based on sales basis will be equal to profit percentage on sale, percentage of profit on sale multiplied by current year's sale, and that is up to the date of death, multiplied by Shreya's share or deceased partner share. So this percentage, though it was 10%, but they agreed it at 20%. So we'll take 20%. So 20% multiplied by sales up to the date of death multiplied by Shreya's share. Her share is 1/5. So it will be 1/5, and this is 25. So 1,40,000 divided by 25, and if you solve this, this is 25 5s are 125, then 15 left, 25 6 are 150. So it is 5,600. And it is also mentioned that you are required to pass the necessary journal entry. So you can pass the journal entry as nothing is mentioned regarding the ratio of remaining partners. So we assume that there is no change in the ratio, and we'll distribute this profit to Shreya, profit and loss, through profit and loss suspense account. So profit and loss suspense account debit to Shreya's capital account. It will be 5,600 and 5,600. And today we'll be doing a special numerical, and I have taken this numerical from last year's sample paper. Though it was a full numerical on death, but I have taken that part which is connected with this today's case. So let us read this question. I hope you will be able to see this numerical on your screens. Danish, Anna and Pranjal are partners in a firm, sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 5:3:2. Their books are closed on 31st March every year. Danish died on 30th September. So it means how many months he lived? He lived for 6 months. We'll count the months from 31st March to 30th September. So April, May, June, July, August and September. His share of profit up to his date of death on the basis of sales till the date of sale. Sale for the year ended 31st March 2019 is rupees 2 lakhs, and profit for the same was 10% on sale. So last year sale is given to us, and the profit is also given to us as 10% on sale. So now there is a changes. Sale show a growth trend of 20%. So we'll increase sale by 20% for the purpose of calculating Danish share, and the percentage of profit earned is reduced by 1%. So the percentage of profit is reduced by 1%. So here what is the new thing in this particular question? Here is that the sale up to the date of death is not given to you. So we'll take last year's sales for this purpose. So let us start this question, which I have taken from sample paper of 2019 and 20. This particular question is not the full question. I have taken only that part which is connected with today's topic. So 3 partners, Danish, Anna and Pranjal. They share profit in the ratio of 5:3:2, and Danish died. He died on 30th September 2019. So how many months alive? 6 months we have to calculate sales. So what details are given to us? Last year's sale are given to us as rupees 2 lakhs as per this numerical, and they are showing that the profit for the year, profit sharing ratio is 10% on sale. Sales show a growth trend of 20%. So we can estimate current year sale. So we'll add 20% addition to the sale. So 20% of this will be 2 lakhs multiplied by 20%. So this will give you 40,000. So 2,40,000 is the estimated sales of current year. But normally you will find that sales up to date of death is given to you, but in this numerical, sale up to date of death is not given to us. Only the estimated sale is given to us for full 1 year. So another important point is this is for full 1 year. And what else is given to us? The rate percentage of profit on sale. This is 10%, and it is clearly mentioned that percentage of profit earned is reduced by 1%. So it means this year firm will not be able to earn 10% profit on sale. This year it is reduced by 1%. So it means this year it will be 9%. So the percentage of profit on sale in the current year will be the previous year's percentage minus 1%, it will be 9%. So let us write the formula. Danish share of profit will be equal to estimated sale of current year, estimated sale of full current year multiplied by rate of profit, which is 9%. So I am writing here estimated sale multiplied by rate of profit, or you can say percentage of profit, multiplied by months. You have to do the adjustment of months here because this is full year's sale, and multiplied by deceased partner's share of profit. So here it will be 9 upon 100 multiplied by months alive are 6 upon 12, and Danish share is 5 upon 10. So if you solve this, this 2 will get cancelled with this. 6 1s are 6, 6 2s are, and then again this 0. So this will be 120. So if you multiply this 120 by 45, (12 4s are 48, 54). So we'll be able to get 5,400. So this is the profit share of Danish. Danish share of profit. So I hope how we calculated this particular case must be clear to you. So you can copy down this numerical in your notebooks, because this is given in sample paper, and whatever is given in sample paper, that is very important. And moreover, this was a little different from the numericals we did from T.S. Grewal's book, because here current year sale is not given to us, and moreover there is a reduction in the profit percentage on sale also. and in addition to sale. So we need to accommodate all these points. First we have added the additional estimation of sales, then deducted the profit percentage, then only you will be able to apply this formula. And moreover, you will observe that in whenever sales are there, we never multiply this by time factor, but because these sales are given to us for full 1 year, so that's why we have to apply the time factor also. So I hope this sales basis of calculating deceased partner share must be clear to you. So that's all for today. Have a nice day.